Kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling, thankful Thursday. So, what gratitude did you have today? Did you make up your list of things that you are grateful for today? And remember to be grateful in all situations. It has been an amazing day. I am grateful for every moment of it, and even the busy, wacky day it turned out to be. Got the mind stretched a lot. Realized I really can't do math. I had some interesting stuff come through the help chat, and it stretched a little bit because there was some first time stuff in there, and there was having to play detective and work things out. So it was all good. It was a lot of fun, and I had a blast. And yesterday I was supposed to get out my patio. Pulled out my patio book and to make my menu plan for the week and make my shopping list and then place the order, and that didn't happen. So today it was sort of like the patio book's out, but I was too busy to be able to even crack it open to even look at some recipes and stuff. And so just before we went for a walk with Zeffie, I thought, okay, now I told everybody that was on the health challenge with me that I was going to place my grocery order today. I need to do that. So I went in there and I found a whole bunch of paleo-friendly foods, meats, and some interesting stuff I've never tried before that comes in cans. So I figured I'll give those a try. I've heard about them. Let me try them. And I'll tell you what they are when I try them. I'm not trying them right now. And then I thought, oh, now I've got to figure out what's for dinner. I thought, I know, I'll just get a rotisserie chicken. So I got a rotisserie chicken for dinner tonight, and that'll probably do me. I may even have it for breakfast tomorrow. Who knows? Chicken and eggs for breakfast. But yes, so I'm finally got my groceries done, all paleo-friendly foods. So I'm very proud of myself for getting that done. What my meal plan is for the week, I have no clue. I will eat dinner for breakfast and breakfast for dinner and everything in between. So yes, so that won't be an issue at all with finding foods to have. But I did get some eggs, so thinking I might pull out the Instapot and do some make up some boiled eggs so that I have those, and then I can make up an egg and chicken salad. Oh, that would be good, an egg and chicken salad. Yes. I'm gonna have to look into that one. Yes, I think that might work. Egg and chicken salad. You'll pull out the Instapot and make some hard boiled eggs, and I can make up a chicken and egg salad for, I don't know. I just make up a pile of it and eat it throughout the day. So we'll see. Oh, do I have any mayonnaise? I know I usually have olive oil mayonnaise, or maybe it's avocado mayonnaise. But sometimes when I get near the bottom, it grows stuff. I'm sort of like a little scared on that one. But when we were out walking tonight, met up with our friend Eric and his dog Chloe, and Zeffie and Chloe just had fun. The first time when they got within arm's reach or leash reach of each other, they just came together and boom, went their chests together. And this is how they always meet. And but yeah, they did a lot of rough and tumble today because they haven't had a rough and tumble together for a while. So it was kind of cool. And so I was talking with Eric, and I knew that he had bought a water softener ages ago. And I thought, oh, no, we're doing fine with the water. But what I am finding on this health challenge is that, one, my skin is really dry right now. Mind you, the 19% humidity does not help. But my skin is very, very dry. And I can put lotion on, and good quality lotion going on my skin and everything else. And it's always worked in the past and everything. And the skin just goes and looks good for about a minute. And then it goes back to looking dry and wrinkly again. And I'm sort of like, okay. And I'm drinking the water. This is my 7th bottle for the day. So I'm doing really, really well. I'm going to have it finished by 8 o'clock. I really don't like drinking after 8 o'clock because then I get up too much during the night. But this is my 7th and final bottle for the day. But the problem I'm having is that I'm, because of this dehydration thing, I'm feeling really dehydrated and wanting to drink more water. I do have electrolytes, so I'm taking electrolytes at least once a day. But I suddenly remembered what Eric told me one time about how his skin got really itchy, and once he got the water softener, it helped with the skin and that sort of stuff, as well as tasting better and that sort of stuff as well. So he told me where he got it from, so I've had a look, and it's about an hour and a half drive from here to go pick it up. And I was sort of like, oh, do I get it delivered? And then I remember all the trouble he had just getting one piece delivered there. But, it might be nice to go for a long drive on the freeway. Yes. But anyway, and so we had a good chat, and then and caught up with them and what they're doing, and so caught up with his plans for over summer and everything as well. And then as I was walking back, I was actually doing my little joggy walk thing. I can't remember the name for that, like a jigger or something. I was doing my jogging walking thing down, and then as I got in front of the RV next door, the neighbor came out and started chatting with me, and they leave beginning of April, no, end of April. They leave their lease is up a month before so we're talking about different opportunities and things like that. They're going back to California, and so we're talking about different things and that sort of stuff. And he's really good. He asked me if I've been studying. I said I've got to get some work done on the engine and before I can go anywhere, because I said, what have you been running your engine? He says, you got to turn it over for about 5 minutes every couple of weeks. And I'm like, no. And so he's all like, oh, you need to get that started. And I said, the problem is I think my chassis battery is dead. Because I said I used to have a solar panel on top of my AC unit, and the new AC unit, when they had to switch it out because the old one died, I said when they switched it out, it didn't have the solar panel on top, and I didn't realize that till a few months later and I said the solar panel was trickling on the chassis battery. And he's sort of like, oh, okay. And so I said it doesn't have the solar panel on top to trickle the battery. So, well, you need to try and turn it over. And I said, I said, it hasn't been run for a while, so I'm not sure what's going to happen inside the engine. I've got to get oil change done. I've got to get my tires looked at. And he said, well, there's some really good mobile services that come around. I'm like, excellent. I said, I'm going to need them because I don't even know if I can get started. And I said, and then I want to get the thing power washed, and I want the roof resealed. And both him and Eric both said to me, do not do the rubber seal. He said, and both of them said that because especially in this heat in Arizona, it will look really icky by the end of it. And, you're talking 3-digit temperatures, and that's not good. And plus the rubber sealing on top of the fiberglass roof and stuff does not look good either. And so they're talking about a fiberglass ceiling, I think they were talking about. Fiberglass ceiling, I think, is what I might need to make sure they put up there. I said, I want the roof sealed, UV protected, and then I want all the seals around all the vents renewed, new ones the old ones taken off, new ones put on, just on the ceiling, on the seal, because I know my shower still drips, and it's because they replaced the seal on one half of it, but not the other half. Don't ask me why. I don't do these things. So yeah, and then when I was talking to Eric, we were talking about because my phone kept dinging. That's right, because the shopper was shopping while I was out walking Zeffie, and it was sort of like every 30 seconds it was dinging. I was like, oh my gosh, there's got to be a lot of stuff that's out of stock right now. And we got talking about meat, and I says, unless I'm roasting it or pot roasting or I said, there's only a certain amount of things I can do. I said, give me steaks or chops and I will not be able to cook them. He looks at me and goes, why? He says, you just do the. I says, yeah, it doesn't work for me. He said, well, you just put them on the grill. He said, well, you could put them on. He says, you got the gas cooker in the RV. You could just put them on there. It will taste the same. I said, yeah, no, it doesn't. I said, it doesn't. I can stand there and I said, last year was a goal was to learn to cook on a grill, and I didn't get to do that. So, and he goes, well, for medium, you just took like about 6 minutes each side. And I said, yeah, I'm a medium rare girl. He just goes, well, then about 5 each side. And I says, yeah. I said, but my husband did all the seasoning and stuff, and then he'd do it on the outside grill. And I said, and it just tasted so much better when he did it than when I tried to do it, and I'd literally destroy it. I'd either overcook. I usually ended up like overcooking it. Even if I was doing like this many minutes per side, I still managed to destroy it. But it was edible, but it didn't taste really good like Brad used to do. And he said, well, it just takes practice. And I'm like, yeah. So we're talking about that. It was interesting. We had a very fun conversation, just catching up and talking about what needs to be done to our RV, because everybody's now starting to work on their RVs, because it's coming up to that time when the snowbirds will start migrating north around April, May timeframe. And then I was asking about his water softener, so I now know where to get it from. It's about an hour and a half drive from here to go pick it up to save on the shipping fee. But then I just might, I could always get them delivered to my mailbox instead of right here. Yeah, and I get a discounted shipping fee because I'm a Good Sam with my Good Sam discount. So yeah, I'm going to shop around and see what price I can get it for. They've already got it on sale, and I get an extra 10% off. I think it is with my, I think it's 10% off with my Good Sam, even on sale prices. So, you know, what their sale price, just with their sale price alone, the shipping's not costing me anything because it's normal. They had a price of what it normally is, what the shipping cost is, and what the discount is. And I'm like, oh, so I still actually save money. I come out ahead at this. And then I get an extra 10% discount on all of that. And I was like, I really come ahead. And I'm not paying as much in shipping as normal because of my Good Sam membership. So I'm really coming out ahead in this deal. So, but I want to get that here, get it hooked up, and just see the difference that it makes to everything. And Eric was telling me that, you know, he's had it for 6 months, I think it is, and he hasn't had to do anything with it. At some point, you do have to replace salts in there, but he says they give you test strips, and he's been testing the water and hasn't even had to touch it yet, and he's had it for 6 months, and it's just him and Chloe, and it's sort of like, cool, that will be awesome. So, yeah, looking forward to getting the water softener, make a big difference. But anyway, oh yeah, somebody want to know what's on my t-shirt. Let's see if I can pull it up so you guys can see it. Somebody asked me, because I saw a glimpse of it earlier where it said genealogy, and they wanted to see what the rest of it said. It says genealogy. It's like playing hide and seek with dead people. I like this shirt. I love the color of it, and I like the saying on it, because it really is. That's what genealogy is all about. You're basically chasing dead. You're playing hide and seek with dead people. You got to find, you know, you're going and digging up their story and try to find information about them, about what their life was like and who they were and what, how they lived and what they did as an occupation and everything else. So they're all dead. They can't tell you. You've got to go play hide and seek with them and find out that information for yourself. So that's what genealogy really is. It's playing hide and seek with dead people. But anyway, I'm out of here. Go have a super fantastic sparkling evening. We'll catch you guys back here tomorrow, bright and early tomorrow morning for Fun Friday. Yes. Hey, konera. It's Fun Friday tomorrow, Zeph.